Hello my friends and welcome back to SnowRunner with me, Mark from DadX, and let's welcome back an old friend, the GMC. We found him a job. He's bringing a couple of loads of metal beams onto this map. We do have the blue truck, the Zixk. God, it's a heavy load. Come on boy, you can do it. We'll get there. We do have the Zixk over by the warehouse. He can grab some metal beams from there and cut across the river to the drilling location. But I thought for the second load, why not just bring this guy over from that beautiful starter map. I actually can't remember the name off the top of my head, forgive me, because he's been sat in town this whole time. I never had the heart to sell him. And yeah, this is the quickest way of getting the second set of metal beams. It saves going back across the river to get another load and back. So we just take this down by the farm. We've got the crane. We could potentially just see if, fully upgraded as this GMC now is, we could get one load of these metal beams to the mission objective under his own steam. So we might give that a go. But I thought, as I'd mentioned him in a video, and I actually said, well, I can't really think of anything for him to do, and then I was thinking, we need some metal beams, where's the closest place? And it was actually on the other map. Really, so we obviously have the main loads over in place, so what shall we do? I think, let's see how far we can get through with this here truck. Why not? Now the coastal road is a bit of a twisty little nightmare. We can lock the diffs. We don't have all-wheel drive on this truck. It's not an option, but we do have to be careful about overheating the diffs. So, here we go. I don't know, shall I leave the trailer here? Is the trailer going to make it all a bit too much? I don't know, but we're definitely going to want those diffs locked now. And we'll stick to the route that we were using for the first couple of loads through here down this left hand side, because we do seem to get a little bit of traction, a little bit of better traction, I think is what I was trying to say there, through these humps, just as we lose all traction. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to leave the trailer right there. We don't need it, and we will get on with what we are here to do. So that loads here, it's kind of handy if we need it, but it was just a, why not bring one in a trailer? There's no way this guy was going to get the trailer through the way we're going to go, or try to go. The Lodestar is halfway around this route as well, because he did the recce to see if we could get those big loads through that way, and that was an absolute no-no. Hopefully this guy can squeeze through. So we are going this way, and we probably don't need the lock dips through this little section. We have, of course, got him a sticker. We still have only unlocked the Hawaiian lady as a dashboard ornament, so we don't need any more of those. Very bumpy through here. That's another reason bringing that low loader through here could have been quite a problem. This little bit here, especially with the craters, I don't think we would have had much clearance to get through here, even if we didn't have some very tiny spaces to try to get through up here anyway. Come on baby, you can do it. Right, I think it's not too far till we're going to find where we left the Lodestar. There he is indeed, so let's just get him out of the way. Hopefully we can get the GMC through there. Be handy, wouldn't it? Right, where are we going to put you? Oh, we got a couple of these little old bridges. Can be a problem with a trailer actually, getting things lined up on those little bridges, but we're not doing that this time. Stop that engine. Back to our friend the GMC. Go, 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 little mister. I'm sure the Zixk got up through here. So I don't think, yeah, there you go, it's not too tight. We just need to make sure we're nice on these bridges. because there's not much room to spare at all. This is where you really need to remember the delay on the steering and that it doesn't self-center the way many games do. There we are, we're through. I don't think we need to worry about getting the lodestar ahead. Famous last words. We got through here. Bit of a drop. We're going to do everything nice, reasonably gently. There we go. Stay up here. Going very nicely, thank you very much. Lock them diffs up to get up this hill. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on, push, 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 push. We're up, we're out of the mud. If I remember rightly, it gets a little bit precarious right here. So go, go, go. There we are. Not much room width-wise without the truck starting to tip, so we did very nicely through there. Same down through this section. Keep this truck as level as we can. Up through here. Luckily that tree didn't have much physics. There we go. He seems to be doing quite nicely. We must be getting close because the objective marker just moved quite quickly. Can't be far away. So I'm staying in the low ratio, but I haven't got the diffs locked, and we seem to be going alright so far. Here we go. Now I think previously we cut through the trees here somewhere, didn't we? Let's see if we can see where we might do that. I think it's going to be somewhere here to the left. Getting out of this mud won't hurt actually. Just got to get round the trees. Alright, there we go. And that one. Round that one and down here. Okay, we're here. So I don't think we can go wrong now. Come on, you can get us through that little bit of mud. Lovely. This load should disappear as soon as our beautiful GMC sets foot in here. No? One metal beam manually handed in. Okay. Come on. We definitely need those diff locks. Get you, Mr. GMC. I put him back into his original paint scheme because it just seems like the classic. We'll just leave you right here. Well done. Thank you for your service. Okay, Zisk. Over to you. We're going to cut down. We're going to cut across the river. And it's all going to be good. Now I do believe last time we crossed the river with this truck we only just made it, and that was because we got stuck halfway through. We do have the advantage that we're going through the river the other way this time. It was that one particular ledge we couldn't kind of get up a step, could we? So I hope we don't have any such problems this time. Come on, let's get you in there, get those diff locks on through this muddy bit. A lot of wheel spin at the back. There we go, diff locks off. Camp. Ooh, that was a bit dicey and a bit sudden, that little tippy bit there. I don't think we needed the emergency winch attachment, but I guess it didn't hurt. Wow, this is quite odd. It's that one side of the track there. I've not brought a load through here before, have I? Maybe an empty trailer, I can't remember. But yeah, that one side of the vehicle sinking so much more than the other could catch you out. And it's still trying to do it all the way through here. So try to straighten you out. No, look at that. Ooh, all gone wrong. The winch is connected. The winch is connected. Can we get this thing back up? Right, we got away with that. I'm not quite sure how, but we'll take it. It's starting to rain as well now. The load now isn't secured because we got to such a silly angle there. So let's do that so that's not wobbling around. Wow, no, I really don't remember that hill being like that at all before. As I say, I've not taken... Oh, I towed this truck up, didn't I, with the Western White Star. And getting up this hill was a little bit of a labour, to be honest, but... Let's just take it nice and easy down here. Wow. Wow. I'm not quite sure what is going on with this truck. It's so wobbly. Let's repack that cargo again. Slow down, slow down. That's it, that's it. Wow, I don't remember this truck being quite this like jelly-like before. Look at him, he's having real trouble getting stable anywhere. Right, there we go, cool. I didn't expect this part of the journey to be quite so stressful. Hopefully this is going to make getting across the river seem like a piece of cake. Right, there we go. Lock the diffs up now. I didn't want to do it before because I didn't want us to go particularly quickly. Wow, this is horrible through here. Can we get over that way? Wow, this truck does not want to sit anywhere very nicely right now. Let's just back up here a little bit. Right, we're reasonably level there. So we're going to go into that gear, we're going to lock the dips, and we're going to pull ourselves up over this side, I think. Try and find some of this more solid ground. Don't need diff locks for this bit. I'm still quite wary of the camber. Right, where is it we've got to get down? It's up over here, isn't it? Right. Back into that low ratio. Was this truck always this bouncy, or is something different now? Right, just got to get down here now. Right, where do we get onto the rocks? Right here. Go, go, go. Lock them diffs. Get us up out the water first. It's the water damage we really need to avoid. Over this way. Seems to be shallower. Difflock's doing okay. Right, this is where we got a little bit hung up, was down this side before, wasn't it? Let's turn the difflocks off till we need them. All this water, you wouldn't have thought it'd be getting too hot, would you? Right, a little bit of engine damage, but that's okay. We've got to get through this. Is it through this gap or is it around that side? It's through this gap now. over this side of this rock. And then we're going to put the diff locks on, and we've got to go for it straight over here. Get back out. Well, that's halfway, remember. This is the island in the middle. With the good old flag planted. I wonder whose job it is to come and put that up and down. Right, very bouncy and rocky in here, so we're going to take it a little bit careful because there's no emergency winch points to be seen. So let's try and find a route where we won't be at too much of an angle on the terrain. This looks like this will do. Right, I think dead ahead is where we want to get onto the rocks, just down here. Might be a bit of a clattering. Come on, we need to get up that bump. Let's get out of the water, please. Right, that way. That way. Diff locks on. I think this way. There you go. We have to get that little bit of a bounce up onto the rocks, basically. Diff locks off. Don't want to break anything in the middle of a river. Right, this is going to get a little bit deep, but we just need to go, 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 I think. Feeling a little bit of pull from the water there, maybe? Right, right, we're on the last rock. We are on the last rock. And we are across the river. We're not home yet. No chickens to be counted, thank you. Pretty rough through here. Still very few winch points to be grabbed. I can see the platform we've started building over there. Exactly the place where we need to get this load. And come on, let's not have any accidents now. Although the GMC's right here, you can pick up the load if you drop it now, can't he? Right, diff locks off because they're getting hot. I think we might need them to get us through this mud though. Right, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. Then we got to get a lorry down to drag that trailer in, haven't we? The White Western Star. Stage complete, there you go. Right, let's get this chap up out of the way. Our little parking lot here. Oh, sorry, fence. It's okay. Bit of tape. That'll be fine. Stop engine. Handbrake on. Right, so we need to bring around the White Western Star just to pull that into the objective. Well, this has certainly been an absolute teamwork of a mission. I think every truck we've got has been involved in this, hasn't it? Yes. The Fleet Star, the Western White Star, the Taiga, the Pacific, the GMC and the Zisk have all played a role in getting this mission completed. I quite like that. Look at that mud. Come on. Definitely get less traction with just nothing on the back like this. The weight is modelled quite nicely in this game. Or it's modelled, I'll put it that way. Yeah. Come on, pull baby. Cut straight through here, come on. We haven't had time to do any silly driving lately with all these big loads and responsibilities, but all we've got to do is get over there. Come on. Oh, I can smell success. Sweet smell of it. There we go. I feel like we should have brought the Taiga over here just so the whole team's here for the opening ceremony of the oil rig. But we're not really that sentimental anyway, are we? He's quite grumpy anyway, that Tiger, he won't care. Right, attach trailer. Pull the trailer. And as soon as we touch here, will it go? No, have I got to hand it in? That first load just disappeared, didn't it? And there we are. We have built our second oil rig. That's quite a lot of XP. That's 11,000 money. Although money we just haven't had to be concerned about at all in this game. I think there was one site to find a trailer to sell to buy an upgrade. But the economy in this game is kind of it's there, but it's not there for sure. And everything's free, which is a bit weird, and nothing devalues, which is a bit weird. Got a nice collection of trailers here to get back to the store now. Right, so let's stop my engine and put my handbrake on. And where does that leave us now? I brought the White Western Star on the trailer back here, mostly because I want the money back for the trailer. But on the way past the farm, I picked up 2 pallets of consumables, because we're going to need those for the next batch of missions. So, but for now, I'm just going to leave the trailer here and leave those loads on the trailer. And a very rare instance of me driving manually into the garage. Now we're going to have a look at the mission situation. Give me your ideas, yeah, please, guys. Should I go into the snow and see something new, or should I could do some of these missions off camera. But first of all, I think what we're going to do, we're going to get that guy in the garage. We've still got the International TranStar, which I think we're probably just going to sell. I can't imagine that really being useful. And we've got the Fleet Star in here. I think it might be time to look at the missions and see, maybe we need to bring all of the trucks back here. So now we've got Husky Forwarding. Cargo from the ship. Now that ship that we found with the Lodestar on Drummond Island, a wrecked ship, there is now an oversized cargo ×2 to get from over there, which sounds a bit ominous. And I also have no idea, perhaps somebody could let me know, how big is oversized cargo ×2 in terms of slots. I have no idea. I could look it up, but maybe one of you guys will help me out, because I'm certainly not doing that one first. Cement for the region. So we've got to get to Black River, to the warehouse here, to the lumber mill on Island Lake, and the log station on Drummond Island. 3 loads of cement, which all come from the quarry. Now 3 loads is obviously on 3 slots. I don't think there's any confusion there, unless I'm very much mistaken. Which is a flatbed on a lorry and some kind of trailer, but not, the Russian trucks can't pull a trailer, but there are trailers we can put 3 on. So we'll have a little look. That's the one we're going to think about. And even the GMC can probably get 3 loads back to Black River, and he can take a trailer, and he has done that kind of work before. And then we got this one, super order. So this is why I grabbed the consumables, because we need to take to the logistics base on this map, which is right over in that corner. We popped over there very briefly when we were working the way through the missions on this map. 1 fuel, 1 consumables, 1 service spare parts, and 1 wooden planks. Now I've found wooden planks. There's 4 sets of wooden planks on that trailer there, which is kind of on the way. And that's a lorry and a trailer, so that's 4 slots. And then concrete blocks, 1 consumables and 1 fuel to Island Lake. And the concrete blocks is only 1 slot, if I remember rightly. Then a 2 slot load to Black River, which is quite easy. And then metal beams plus a concrete slab to Drummond Island, to the port. Although the metal beams we pick up right over there by the entrance to Drummond Island, and the concrete slabs we can get from there. So that's not actually going to be too bad a trip. That's just going to be driving, and this was what I mean. I may well do some of these off of camera, but if anything exciting happens during them, then I shall bring you that clip. Does that make sense to you? But obviously we've still got the rest of this episode to go yet, but I think it makes sense with where the lorries are to reset our entire fleet to the garage here and see what we need, and maybe get a new truck and see how much money we've got, because we haven't done that kind of thing for absolutely ages. So I'm just going to whiz round and reset these vehicles back to the garage, Okay, well here we are. I've reset almost everybody. We got, sorry, I'll go through the list. The Twin Steer, the Fleet Star, the White Western Star, the Zixg, the Pacific, and the Taiga. Over here, well not over here, but it seems like it's over here. In truck storage, I've got the TranStar, which I'm going to sell because, to be honest, we can always buy one back if we want to have a look at it. But I can't see what we're going to need it for. Outside, in fact, we'll have a look because we're going to leave the garage in the White Western Star, not the White Western Star, the Twin Steer, to do one of those missions. I think that's what we're going to do for the rest of this episode. If I can remember what the controls are. I've just put the off-road gearbox onto this truck. Now, the mission we are going to do is this super order. We're going to do this logistics base run. So we want 1 fuel, 1 consumables, 1 service spare parts, and 1 wooden planks. So we've got the consumables around the corner on that trailer. To save the White Western Star having to go back and forth too much, I think what we'll do is send over, let's check the mission again. How many loads of fuel do we need for this super order? 1, 2, 3. So let's get those. So we're going to go back in the garage. I'm such a boss with these menus. There we are, garage entrance. We're going to take out, I think we'll take out the Fleet Star, but we're going to need to customize him. We're going to put, we'll put the sideboard bed on there for a change, and as one of our lovely subs, old friend of mine, Farmer Klein, mentioned, it does help maybe stop the loads sliding off when you get those angles that I sometimes get. So we're going to go and get fuel. I'm going to do that. You know where I get the fuel. It's not going to be exciting. We're basically going to get a pile of stuff up here, and then we are simply going to then distribute it as we need to. That's my little idea. Most of the stuff we can get over this side of the map. So a bit of logistics planning. So 1 run to get the fuel to start with. Okay, so I'm back with the Fleet Star. I've got 3 loads of fuel, and I also got the service spare parts that we needed. So we're going to change truck to the GMC, and what I'm going to do is change truck back to the Fleet Star because I forgot to unpack the cargoes. So let's do that, and then we'll change truck back again. I'm having trouble getting that. There we are, crane mode. Right, I think that's all worked out okay. So restore crane, we'll pack our cargo, we'll change truck to him, Mr. Twin Steer, and then we'll pack your cargo. That's all nice and neat, and then we'll drive around the corner. Vroom vroom, and we shall get loaded up with one of these consumables. Then, now I was thinking of doing this with one of the trucks and a trailer, because we're going to have to stop and pick up some wood on the way unless we go onto the other map to get one, I believe. I will double check that, but I think that's the only wood on the map, is the wood that's down on that trailer. That's on the way, fortunately. It does mean we're going to need to bring another truck with us to do that craning part of the operation, or I could put a crane on the Lodestar. I don't know if it has any height issues. I've not used the Lodestar, which is the trucky Scout. That can take one of these loading cranes, but I've not had occasion to use one, so maybe we'll make one, like we made that occasion to use the big crane. I'm sticking to that excuse as to why I randomly winched myself to a tree and tugged myself over. Right, anyway. Handbrake. Crane. Put our legs out if we can. Oh, these are bloody secured, aren't they? Some weird kind of ghosting going on over here. I'm not sure. Is that because it's near where I left the garage? I'm glad I had to get this truck out now just so I saw that. Right, all we need to do is get this attached. Unpack that cargo. Always catches me out, this cargo unpacking thing, doesn't it, if I come back to a trailer? I'll start getting too clever with my trailers. Unpack cargo. Stop engine, handbrake, change truck, GMC. The cargo's fallen through the bloody trailer. Okay. Are you feeling strong, White Western Star? Because we're going to have to get off now, somehow. How do we do this? What are we going to do now? We'll lock the diffs, we'll get all-wheel drive, we'll get diff locks, and we'll drag like... There you go. I don't think I'd engage all-wheel drive. And the back wheels were clearly off the ground. So we can get this one sold. I'll do that off camera. Stop engine, change truck, GMC, thank you. Right, GMC, crane mode, pick that up, thank you. Lovely, we just need to get the wood on the back, and let's choose a truck to go down with it. I think we'll just let this tow the Lodestar down with it. We'll put the crane on the Lodestar. So look at this, it's kind of a funny dinky little unit. And are you just not there? Okay, you're officially ghosted. You're not that close to the deployment zone. I'm glad they do that. When the game first came out, especially when map to map, if you had two trucks that touched each other. This trailer's now ghosted out. What's going on? It's not Halloween this week. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll leave this guy here. He's ready to rock. Change truck to that one. Go. A little bit slow on the giddy up. This wouldn't make a good getaway truck. Come with me, little friend. Now I'm assuming the thing that put me off using this truck for those previous big loads was this. It's the turning circle. There are some ferociously tight little bends, but I think we should just be able to power our way through it. Let's see. I know people use this to get one of those big loads through to the drilling area, and that is quite a big component of this journey anyway, so take it steady. This not having all-wheel drive kind of makes me think about it, but then it's got so much weight, so much power. It's got lockable diffs. There is another truck we may have a look at for the next episode. I can't even remember. It's another one of the family. Of the Internationals. Let's pull you in a little bit closer, my friend. Whoa. See how easily distracted I am, and just how keenly I tempt disaster. So there you go. Leave room for the pickup to get around there. Yep. Thank you for your comments lately, guys, too. I'm glad some of you have been shouting at the screen watching my buffoonery. And yes, Farmer Klein, I am equally amazed. And you're right, I should have called that episode The Miracle of Magic Mountain, when I managed to get that construction trailer back on its feet, so to speak, after losing it off the bridge, because as someone else quite rightly pointed out, I just didn't take that corner wide enough at all. A little bit complacent there, I think. Right, we're going to go into the off-road gearbox, and we're going to lock the diffs just to keep us moving. I don't think we're going to be getting up much speed through here. So we'll get the wood on, which is over in that kind of next compound area. Let's see how this guy gets on. And then let me know, please, about the rest of these missions, whether you just want to see the sort of I'll maybe just show you how I set them up logistically and who I send off where with what, and then maybe just the edited highlights of the journeys, because from what I've seen of those missions, that they are just literally work rather than challenge. But I may be completely wrong about that, in which case you'll be seeing most of those journeys if they're quite interesting. You can tell I want to get in that snow, can't you? maybe one or two more episodes after this just to get it done. Right, what's the Rock of Doom going to do to us today? He's reset back into his little ambush position there. We're past him. Absolutely no worries here so far at all, actually. So I can see why this has been used as an option for some of those big loads, because this is definitely what this guy is made for. He just seems to be such a big sort of stick of truck. I think I was right to be a little bit more reluctant about getting him around some of the other areas, maybe this map. Not so much this map, but certainly Drummond Island. But then I don't know. Across Drummond Island, I should say, from Island Lake. So, but we did that with our mighty Fleet Star anyway, so that's all good. Now this is the quite odd tippy long corner, but again, nah, this guy's eating this all up, isn't he? Right, so the wood is over there, nicely highlighted. It's one of the benefits of me actually remembering to sort of activate and track the mission that I'm doing. Might save me the odd wrong turn, eh? Definitely want the diff locks on. This guy's got mud tyres on. He's actually got the upgraded super powerful winch, just in case he should need it, because I just thought, because he's so heavy himself, that an upgraded winch just seemed kind of appropriate. Oh, bloody, you know what I've got to do now, don't you? I've got to get something down here with a low saddle to unsecure the things. Right, I hope you guys learn to do this little bit of prep before before you come down here. So probably, what could I have sent? I don't know if one truck could have done this job anyway. I'll have a look while I'm in the garage. Meanwhile, back at the garage, the Fleet Star's got his back wheels glitched into a pallet of oil drums. We'll call it an episode here. We'll fix this mess next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave it a like if you've liked it. Any comments would be greatly appreciated and are always welcome. And take care of yourselves, each other, and for now, goodbye.